Hey everybody, it's John, Lake Erie Chestnuts. Been a couple weeks since I checked in, so I thought I'd just do a little update of the farm. We're just going to do a little walk of the farm, look at the oak trees, the chestnuts, update you on the hazelnuts, maybe quickly look in on the crab apples we planted this spring, and finally a checkup on the food plot. So follow along with me. Yeah, here these are just just white oak. These are from Roberts Grove down in Titusville, PA. Those are where the seeds are from. In the next month or so, I haven't checked, but they should be dropping a few acorns from those in Roberts Grove. I can post a link to that. Yeah, but we got these great big old leaves, round lobed, just good old Quercus alba, however you pronounce that, Quercus alba, Quercus. Got some English white oak here, which may be Quercus rubor, if I remember correctly. And you'll remember I freed this tree, but I'm a little worried about a buck rubbing on it, so I'm gonna put a wire cage around it. So this tree at breast height is just about an inch larger than the circumference of my hand. Down low, bigger. We got this stake here. We're gonna put this wire cage here. It seems like the deer don't like wire cages on their antlers. It definitely protects deer from deer damage better than just a tube. We'll just put the top there on the oak. I just use the loose end from when I cut the cage. We got the wire cage on here. Now it's a little better protected than it would be if it was just wide open. As usual, a breeze is in the orchard. Got a burr up there. It's always busy. I always have great plans. I'm gonna meticulously mow this thing, and it's not bad, but I always say I'm gonna weed eat it. But every year before you know it, it's almost harvest time. In the next month, they will become ripe. We'll come up on our best tree. You can see how empty it looks leaf-wise because of that frost injury that I've talked about 42,000 times, but you see the branches just hanging heavy. Really big burrs. There are definitely some fertilized nuts in those. I'll give you a little perspective here in a second. You can see these burrs. I would say they're right at the size of a tennis ball. Not quite as big as a baseball. I'd say tennis ball size. You can feel they just have weight to them. You know there's fertilized nuts in those. Beautiful tree. Unfortunately, no nuts. This is a Perry, just like my favorite tree is, that I previously was calling a Ching, although the Chings have done very well. This Perry seedling has just been amazing. You see that strong branching. But again, the frost got us, the late frost. And we'll look at this guy. Has some definitely fertilized burrs up at the top. That is a YGF. Yixing, good flavor. See those multiple stems that are dead, but new ones have grown. Right here you see a 1.5 foot worth of growth. That'll have a lot of blossoms. This should have had production this year. It does not. So I've had people ask by various means, will I have seeds available to sell this fall? And the honest answer is I'm not sure. The production, again, we're kind of starting on production, it seems. We're having a decent production year last year, and I think, we're really getting ready to head into full production mode. And then we have a freeze event after the big snow event that happened that knocked all my branches off. So I don't know if I'll have nuts available for people to grow seeds this year, but I'll make an announcement on a video here in the next couple weeks if I'll have those. I wanted to answer the question finally, what happened to those 4 trees in that cluster that died? And I'll be honest, I don't know. Here's a tree. It has stump sprouted an 8-foot sprout this year. Of course, it looks bad because it looks like the tube got blown off, but I looked. There's no sign of vole damage, and vole damaged trees don't grow back. I don't see blight, and I don't see signs of ambrosia beetle. And it was right in this cluster. You can see tree that's died back with green leaf growing out, tree with green leaf down in it, dead, dead. And then 2 here that have sprouted. I'm gonna say it's frost. My diagnosis is frost. The late freeze got them. So I'm gonna tube these up again. You see the tubes here. Gotta get it back on there, protect that seedling. September 3rd, hazelnuts starting to change color. And this tree is just putting on robust growth, but haven't seen catkins or anything on it yet. I do see catkins this year. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. You see right by my finger. There's one more up there. Okay. Yeah, maybe this tree, which is this shrub, this hazelnut, is about 10-12 foot tall. Maybe going to produce for the first time. Persimmon looking good. That deep leaf color. This is a male tree. Female here has a couple fruit only. Right up in there, you can see it. Had 2 last year and it has 2 this year, so we didn't go backward, but we ain't going forward either. Got a turkey shell here. We saw 3 or 4 of those. I think a nest was raided. That don't look like a hatch shell. This is the 3rd egg I've seen in this area. So either the nest got abandoned. It was not here, but it probably was in this area. If we get a couple good rains, this food plot's really going to take off. And you want it to look a little spotty like this initially. But over time, these big old leaves will have room to spread out. This will be a big old lush food plot. See that? Something for them, one of them for me. Early chicory. It's great, kind of a soft perennial. That was planted last year, doing well. I leave some seed tops for birds and other things to eat. Deer seem to like them in the early winter. Here's my puppy. She's soaking wet because she abandoned me and went to the pond early. We'll let her swim. There's a monarch swimming, flying. You see bluegills swimming towards me. We'll give them a treat here. I always kind of start it in the same spot. Nice clover here. You can see the white blossoms if you look carefully. This was mowed in early mid-August. And you see the fish swimming towards me. You can see the waves and them swimming towards me. So I'm gonna start feeding them. There's a bass, a couple bass, sitting right there in the shallows. Maybe they're spawning. Those were the 4 to 6 inch we go feeding. There's a bass out there lazily topping. Well, we're rolling out from the farm. Hot day, mid-80s. Going by my food plot here. Nice green lush leaves. That's going to be beautiful if I can get another couple rains. Didn't get to show you much about the apples, but that'll be another episode. Beautiful day. Goldenrod blooming, crickets chirping, acorns starting to fall. It's going to be a great season. Remember, if you're not out there growing, you're dying. Thanks for watching us here, Lake Erie Chestnuts.